Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to stand before Jesus himself? Not in a dream, not in a story, but in real, undeniable truth. The light of heaven stretches beyond anything you've ever seen, and yet shadows whisper behind you. Memories, choices, secrets, every moment of your life laid bare. Stay with us. As we unfold the 7 mind-hitting questions, you'll be expected to give answers to when the day comes. Before we step fully into this, subscribe to this channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next chapter of this journey. And share this message with someone, not as pressure, but because truth is too valuable to keep to yourself. Number 1. What did you do with the life I gave you? Your life is a gift. Not just your successes, not just your hours of happiness, but the full span of days, moments, and choices. Every morning you woke, every night you fell asleep. Each second was handed to you by the Creator himself. Think of the parable of the talents, Matthew 25. A master entrusted his servants with what he had. One received 5, another 2, another 1. The first 2 multiplied their talents. The last buried it, afraid, hiding what had been given. Now imagine that you are the last servant standing before the master. Every time you ignored opportunity, avoided responsibility, wasted a moment of kindness or wisdom, it now rises in the shadows, accusing silently. Remember Esther. She had a chance to act for her people, to risk herself for the life of her nation. She hesitated. Even she questioned her courage. And yet she rose to the occasion. Your life too had moments like that. Moments of fear, moments of hesitation, moments of hiding what you could have given. Pause and reflect. If God asked you this today, what would you answer? How much of your life have you truly lived for Him? And how much for fleeting comfort? Every laugh, every tear, every choice will speak. The life you were given is not a right, it's a responsibility. Number 2. Did you love others the way I loved you? Love is not just a feeling. It is action, sacrifice, forgiveness, patience, courage. In John 13:35, Jesus said, "By this everyone will know you are my disciples, if you love one another." On this day you will be measured not by your words, not by your intentions, but by your actions. The Good Samaritan shows us the standard. A man beaten and abandoned, priest walked past, Levite walked past. Only the Samaritan stopped, gave his time, his resources, his compassion. Now in the courtroom of heaven, you see the people you passed by, ignored, judged, or left unloved. Your family, your friends, strangers, those who needed your help but never got it. Even the smallest acts of kindness, when ignored, have weight. Every prayer left unspoken, every apology withheld, every comfort refused. And yet, even in your failings, love is possible. Mary Magdalene, Simon Peter, Zacchaeus, they all found love through Jesus. He does not just measure failure, He reveals opportunity, how often we chose love and how often we ran from it. Ask yourself quietly, did your life show the love you were called to show? Did you stop for the hurting? Did you forgive the undeserving? Every face you failed to embrace now stands in the shadows, whispering. Number 3. Did you walk in truth and holiness? Truth is more than words. Holiness is more than appearances. Jesus will measure the hidden life, your private moments, your intentions, your integrity when no one was watching. Ananias and Sapphira lied in secret, thinking they were unseen. Yet the truth was revealed immediately. The same will happen to you, not as punishment but as revelation. Every shortcut taken, every compromise made, every moment you chose comfort over righteousness, every hidden indulgence of pride, envy, or greed. Jesus asks not for perfection, but for obedience. The question is, did you honor the life you were given in the quiet, in the private, in the unseen corners of your heart? Holiness is about the choices made when no one applauds. It is the courage to do right when wrong is easier. It is the decision to remain faithful in thoughts, words, and actions, even when no one is watching. Now reflect, feel. The shadows reveal your life like a tapestry. Every hidden moment comes into the light. Will you stand with truth when every secret is exposed? Will you walk in holiness even when the world never sees? Number 4. How did you use the gifts, time, and opportunities I placed in your hands? Every talent, every skill, every opportunity given to you was a seed. Some you planted, some you ignored, some you watered with care, others you left to wither. The parable of the talents comes alive again. The servant who buried 1 talent out of fear, the servants who doubled what was given. God does not ask for equal results from everyone. He asks for faithfulness, diligence, and courage to act. Consider Moses, called to lead a nation through a desert for 40 years. He could have refused, hidden in fear, or complained about his weakness. Instead, he took the moment God gave him, every difficult step, every trial, and became the instrument of deliverance for an entire people. Now, in the courtroom of heaven, every choice rises. Moments where you could have comforted, healed, taught, shared. Moments when fear or pride kept your hands idle. The gifts are not just abilities. They are responsibilities. Time is not your own, it is given. Opportunities are not random. They are windows of God's intention for your life. Ask yourself quietly, did you act or did you hide? Did you nurture what was given, or did you let it die in fear or neglect? Every person you could have helped, every moment you could have served, stands as a quiet witness. Even the smallest acts of faithfulness echo into eternity. Number 5. Did you forgive, or did you hold on to bitterness? Bitterness is heavier than stone. It drags the soul down quietly, invisibly, until it shapes the very essence of who you become. The parable of the unforgiving servant, Matthew 18, comes to life. One forgiven a great debt, yet refused to forgive a small debt owed to him. The consequences were immediate, painful, and irrevocable. In your life, think of the grudges you held, the words you refused to speak, the apologies you withheld, the love you denied in moments of hurt. Every slight, every injury, every betrayal stacked quietly, shaping the heart you bring before him. Jesus asks not for perfection, but release. Not for forgetting, but for surrender. Not to erase pain, but to prove the depth of love that follows his example. Even Peter, who denied him 3 times, was forgiven. Even the woman caught in adultery, condemned by the crowd, was shown mercy. So reflect, did you forgive? Or did you let bitterness shape your heart, control your choices, and cloud your vision? In the silence of heaven, every unforgiven moment speaks, and every act of mercy shines like a flame in the darkness. Number 6. Who did you become when no one was watching? This question is heavier than all others because it pierces the heart of identity. David, in his private moments, wrestled with his own desires and sins. Daniel prayed in his chamber, alone, remaining faithful when exile and pressure surrounded him. Every choice in secrecy matters as much, if not more, than those seen publicly. The quiet actions, the private thoughts, the hidden compromises, all are revealed. The true measure of a person is not in applause, accolades, or approval, but in the character built when no one else observes. Ask yourself, who did you become in the shadows? Who did you become when the crowd cheered and when the world forgot? Who did you become when temptation whispered and no one stood with you? Your private life was never private. It shaped your heart, your decisions, and the legacy you leave. Even unnoticed acts of kindness, silent prayers, and secret discipline are weighed. Even hidden selfishness, pride, or compromise is accounted. Number 7. Did you know me or only know about me? This is the final question, the ultimate reflection, the one that cuts deepest, the one that stretches over eternity. Knowing about me is not enough. Reading stories, quoting verses, understanding doctrine, these are shadows of truth. Knowing me requires intimacy, surrender, relationship, and living under my guidance every moment. Consider the rich young ruler, Mark 10. He had followed commandments, obeyed the law, and believed in God. Yet when faced with surrender, giving his wealth, following Jesus fully, he walked away. He knew about me, but did not truly know me. Consider Mary at Jesus' feet, listening, learning, devoted completely. She knew him, not just as a teacher or a miracle worker, but as her Savior, her Lord, her everything. The Emmaus disciples walked, hearts burning, eyes opening, only when he revealed himself intimately. Knowing him transforms. Knowing him changes decisions, motives, love, and priorities. Now, as you stand in the light and shadow of judgment, the question hangs. Did you live in the warmth of my presence? Or did you only observe from a distance? Did your faith shape your heart, your hands, your life? Or was it a show, a name, a knowledge without connection? This question alone stretches over decades of your soul's life. It requires reflection on every prayer, every act of obedience, every moment of surrender or pride. The heartbeat of eternity echoes, "Knowing about me is easy. Knowing me is everything." And now the 7 questions have been laid bare. Your life, your love, your truth, your gifts, your forgiveness, your private choices, your intimacy with God, all exposed. If this journey has touched you, share it. Let others walk this reflection with you. Subscribe this channel, turn on notifications, and allow these messages to guide your heart beyond today. Then, go to the comments and write, "Lord, I choose to follow you, to love, forgive, and walk in your truth."